Hi everyone. This topic is about Shinogi. Shinogi literally means relief, so we can translate into parry and attack. White in this position just invaded, and suffers a very severe attack from black, which can rely on these stones all around. So Shinogi means that you try your best, all your weapons, to keep the game in balance. Uh, Black plays some normal attacking moves that avoids white attaching or extending or something like this. That's not very much interesting. This is very standard moves. But now, as you can see, in this position, it's hard to see that white has possibilities. In fact, this stones seems dead, but Shinogi is about saving the unsavable, saving a very weak group into an unfavorable position. What to do here? Here, this is a Shinogi move. Not only you have to try to make two eyes with your own group, and that's all. You have to use all your weapons. This move creates some potential. For example, if black blocks here, no problem. But if black plays elsewhere, there is this possibility, and these stones are somehow in danger. Of course, they are not dead, but this is very hard. This is hard for black to keep these stones alive. Not impossible, of course, but this is a possibility. So black plays here and reach this position. This was somehow a probe, and now white calmly extend. White is not yet committed to save the stones, in fact, since black is somehow ahead in territory, and of course if he managed to control all this moyo, the game is likely win. But also white has some interesting ideas. Since it has three corners, the stones are basically dead, and now he can make some profit in this position. So okay, better off for white to save the group, but not already committed. Black tries to press, and now black extend. This is a mistake. This is a mistake since this move or this move were better ones, since this move make this territory almost, this moyo almost territory. Black plays here, and now after some exchanges, white makes some extension and some potential for the white stones. These stones create some potential eyes here, but also threatens to cut off here the two stones and make these stones that are supposed to surround change their status into surrounded stone. How? Let's take a look at some other moves. This is standard move to avoid white extending here and build easy eye potential. And now white connects. If black plays, say here, as we can see, this sequence is very interesting for white. Only with forceful move, he built an eye, very big eye, and some potential here. Suppose black plays something like this, and you have almost gained two eyes. Okay, there are better answer and better continuation for black. No doubt about that. But in this position, white has created some potential. We will see this during the game. These moves avoid white making the sequence I just described. Here tries to make some potential eye, and this position is very normal. Again, white plays another Shinogi move. Shinogi means that you have to use all your weapons to defend. This move threatens to connect, and so basically black has to cover here. Here is an extension, important extension that renew the threat here, but black tries to cover here. Why? Black tries to cover since this point is very weak, in his shape, and it's not the best move. But this move not only covers the cut, but also avoid another eye possibility here. Now white, as you saw, played this move. This is the vital point of the locally, and threatens two ways. Here, the first one is clear. White wants to cut off these two groups, and these marked stones became very weak. And in secundis, it threatens this cut. Let's have a look at some variation. This is the first move you think about. This is a very bad move, since white plays here, maybe black's connects here, and now this stone suffer some pressure by these other stones. Suppose black plays elsewhere, and this move is very powerful. Okay, if you connect here simply, white connects, and this group is very weak. This group was supposed to surround, and now is about to be surrounded. Okay, it's not dead again, but you have to take into account this possibility. Okay, black connects here, white cuts, and now another important consideration. Black tries to connect underneath, and now this position. Suppose for an instance that black had played a move less. So in this position, it's again white's turn. Okay, with any time you play suppose or if, we don't make history, but this is an important habit to think about go position. Suppose, as I told you, that this stone were already connected. This position is one for white. Black has to connect, otherwise it's double Atari and connect here. This move is Atari, and now the stones are dead. Just to make some more clear that this position is very much difficult for black. Even if you think that these stones are dead, this stone has very potential about the damage. So, but unfortunately for black, white has to return here and connect, and now black can connect this group to this group. And we know that big groups always make two eyes. We will see if white plays will succeed in the same things. Here black connects, and now this is the move. This move threatens, for instance, if black plays elsewhere, this important cut, and again the stones supposed to surround, and they are surrounded. Black has to cover, but yet this position is not safe for black. This move is forced, but as you can see, in this position, black has not yet two eyes. This and this are not eyes. Okay, black is not dead, of course, but suppose again, for instance, that somehow white has already connected this way. What to do with white? White peeps here, black has to connect, white peeps here, black plays something like this, this threatens to cut, this is forced, and now this position kills black. Black cannot make two eyes, in fact it has no eyes, black basically one eye, okay, but this position is almost lost for black. This group is about to be captured, it suffers lack of liberties. But fortunately for black, it has some eyes that saves the situation. White peeps here, and now extend like this. It's the last card for the deck for white. If white ever connects with the outside here, or tries to escape the net, the game is won. Black plays here, this is a more or less forced position, and now, okay, white peeps, and fortunately for black, there is this connection. This connection for white was what white wanted, but this position enables black to connect. So in this position, as you can see, black makes two eyes. But as you can see, this is the move again. White does not surrender, and this move is a very powerful Shinogi move. Shinogi means, again, you use all your weapons to parry an attack. All weapons, and you try to break the net. Black has to connect, white threatens to hane, and black is obliged to do this. Otherwise, if black plays here, as you immediately thought, this position is completely won for white. This position is completely won for white since these stones are dead. So this is forced, but again, hane, connect, and as you can see, this long sequence almost forced. Ecco, okay. This move leads to a very hard to play for black position. Why? Because white has too many cutting points. Suppose, for instance, that again it's white's turn. Okay, it's black's turn, so he tries to avoid white possibilities. But suppose, for an instance, that black had played elsewhere sooner or later. This cut is very powerful. As you can see, these stones start to suffer, and if black tries to connect, this move cuts off these two groups. This black group is dead. So again, if in this position white had the move, it was won for him. But unfortunately for him, black connects. But as you can see, Shinogi means that you tried everything that was possible to break the net. Here the last possibility, if ever white tries to connect these stones to the outside, it's one game for him, since this black stone has not two eyes. So again, these stones started to surround, and now they are surrounded themselves. Black connects here. This is a powerful peep, so you have to connect, and now white has to return, and black double hanes. White cuts, and now black tries to break out, as I told you before, to get into the side. Again, now black is safe, since this position, as you can see, is won for him only because white has to return. If ever, again, black played elsewhere, or things were a little different, white can break out and win the game. So again, in this position, okay, black connects and wins the game. In this position, white resigned. But as you can see, starting from the main position, the first position, white has tried all his card to break out and to broke the net. Fortunately for black, it always found a situation, a position that helped him to suffocate white. But that's Shinogi. Shinogi means that you try all your best, all your games. See you.